Welcome to Inner Peace in the Holiday Mayhem, a hypnotic guided meditation. The holiday season can be a joyful and meaningful time, and it can also bring pressure, expectations, and emotional intensity. This meditation is an invitation to remain steady and centered in your inner peace, even in the midst of holiday noise, obligations, and mayhem. There's nothing here you need to fix or overcome, just a gentle remembering of who you are and how it feels to stay with yourself. So take a moment to get comfortable, not by adjusting anything just yet, but by noticing that you're already supported. The surface beneath you, the way your body is being held. The simple truth that for this moment, there's nowhere you need to go and nothing you need to do. So, let's begin. Only listen to this recording when it's safe for you to do so. Don't listen if you're driving or if your full attention is required. And if you choose to listen just before your bedtime, maybe prop yourself up on some pillows so you can listen comfortably and then drift off to sleep. So when you're ready, bring your attention to your breath. You don't need to change it, just simply notice it. You may become aware of the coolness of the air as you breathe in, and the gentle warmth as you breathe out. Cool on the inhale, warm on the exhale. And with each exhale, you allow yourself to soften just a little more, as though your body already knows exactly how to let go without being told how. Breathing in, breathing out. With every breath out, your shoulders settle down, your jaw loosens, your brow smooths. That's right. You allow relaxation to wash over you like warm water over your body, flowing easily, effortlessly, finding every place that's been holding on. Nothing forced, nothing rushed, just a gradual, natural unwinding. Now imagine yourself standing at the beginning of a quiet garden path. It doesn't really matter what the path looks like, only that it feels safe, familiar, and gently inviting. As you begin to walk, each step carries you deeper into comfort, deeper into ease, deeper into a calm, receptive state. With every step forward, you drift further away from effort, from urgency, from the need to manage anything at all. Your breath continues its steady rhythm, breathing cool air in, breathing warm air out, with each exhale carrying you further and further into relaxation. As you walk, you notice something off to the side of the path. A neat stack of beautifully curated magazines with perfect tables perfect meals, perfect lives, all captured in glossy still images designed to look perfectly effortless. You don't need to open them. You already know what they ask of you. To hold everything together, to meet an unspoken standard, to perform. Your body recognizes the weight of that pressure, the effort of managing how you're seen, of pushing past your own limits to appear capable, put together, okay. And quietly you realize you don't need to impress this moment. You don't need to earn your place in it. You're allowed to be authentic rather than polished. You're allowed to be rested rather than impressive. You're allowed to choose self-care over public image. Notice how your body responds as all of that pressure dissolves. Perhaps your breath deepens. Perhaps your chest softens. Perhaps your spine lengthens without any effort at all. Those standards and pressures were never yours to carry. So you let the glossy stack remain right where it is, and you continue along the path. A little lighter, a little freer with every step. The path is now met by a peaceful river flowing gently beside it. And you stop to pause at the water's edge and watch as leaves float effortlessly past, arriving, drifting, moving on. And you become aware of something you've been carrying, a backpack filled with expectations, other people's expectations, roles you've played, pressure to perform, to perfect, to please. You gently set the backpack down in the grass and begin to unpack it. One by one, you place these expectations into the river, watching them drift away like leaves on the water. Nothing to carry, nothing to hold together. Just witnessing and allowing. With each exhale, you feel lighter, more spacious, more free. Continuing along the path, you notice something else resting nearby, something familiar. It might look like old armor or a heavy coat, something you once wore when you needed to brace, to protect yourself, to prepare for battle. You don't need to examine it closely. You already know what it is. It helped you once. It served a purpose. And now, calmly, you realize you don't need it today. You know exactly where it is, and you're free to leave it there. Because today, you're shrouded in something much lighter, your own grace, your integrity, your inner guidance, and your self-care. You continue walking past the armor, not unprotected, but unencumbered, feeling steady, grounded, because you trust yourself to stay with yourself. Notice how your body feels without that extra weight. More breathable, more open, more at ease. You pause again along the path, and in this stillness, you recognize yourself deeply, profoundly. You feel steady, calm, grounded, and present. You know who you are, and you know what you deserve. Up ahead, you notice a familiar environment, a familiar gathering, familiar conversations, perhaps family, friends, co-workers. It's all recognizable, and yet something is different now. You're witnessing the scene more than being pulled into it. You're not tightening, not preparing, not bracing. You walk toward it, but there's no armor going on, no rehearsing, no gearing up for battle. Instead, there's a quiet steadiness inside you, like being rooted from the inside out. You're holding yourself in your truth, in your compassion, in your softness. Like a gentle, flexible bubble surrounds you, not rigid and defensive, but loving and soft. You feel safe inside your own presence. And because you're not busy bracing or defending yourself, your awareness widens. You can see what's happening without being absorbed by it. You notice faces, postures, tones of voice. You see how tired everyone is, how depleted, how stretched thin, and you understand, so are you. Nothing needs to be fixed right now. Nothing needs to be resolved. Nothing needs to be won. You notice when something no longer fits, like a sweater that's too tight, when a role feels restrictive, when a conversation costs more than it gives, and you realize calmly you're allowed to step away from any of it without explanation. You choose how you participate and whether you participate at all. You're not fishing, so you don't need to take anyone's bait. And just because the music is playing doesn't mean you have to dance. You can witness rather than participate. You listen inwardly for a subtle tightening or a softening, a quiet yes or a quiet no, and you let that inner knowing guide you naturally, easily, without urgency, because you know who you are, and it's okay to let people be wrong about you. You can choose your peace over being understood, over being validated, over being agreed with. You choose yourself, your values, your limits, regardless of what's happening around you. You don't have to win this moment. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to perform. You're allowed to choose peace. You're allowed to choose you. And so you may choose to excuse yourself before you're depleted, before your system has to shout to be heard. Notice how that choice feels. Like setting something heavy down and realizing you didn't have to carry it after all. Let that feeling spread through your chest, your shoulders, your jaw, your breath. This is what choosing yourself feels like. Calm, clear, steady, allowed. Rest here for a few moments, letting your body remember this state, knowing it's available to you, not just here, but anywhere, with a breath, a pause, a remembering. You can always choose to peacefully witness rather than actively participate, no matter how loud they play the music and no matter how crowded the dance floor gets. In a moment, I'll count from 5 down to 1, and when I reach 1, you may drift into a deep, restful sleep if this is your normal bedtime, or you may gently return to your surroundings, feeling refreshed, grounded, and carrying these beautiful truths with you. 5, feeling deeply calm and relaxed. 4, feeling safe and secure. 3, becoming aware of the room around you now. 2, taking a slow, nourishing breath. And 1, opening your eyes when you're ready, feeling grounded, feeling free, even in the middle of the mayhem. Before you move on with your day, take a moment to notice how you feel now. Perhaps a little steadier, a little clearer, a little more yourself. You don't need to hold on tightly to this feeling. Just know that it's something you can return to quietly, gently, whenever you choose. If you found this meditation supportive and you'd like more gentle guidance, you're welcome to visit my website or YouTube channel, where I share additional guided meditations and resources to help you stay connected to yourself through life's demands. There's no rush and no pressure, just options when and if you want them. With compassion, Tammy.